Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. The fifth year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, alert, man.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again. To throw is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season. Really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. There's Garoppolo to throw. Now he'll go deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Escaping the pressure right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Rick Flair. Protein spill. 36. 2.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go. Like 20.
Watch a slant. 58, right over there.
I got you.
Right there. All day, dog. Tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
65.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Garoppolo, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is it something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's gone. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Samuel, the 36th overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Garoppolo now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go,
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. We talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go. 180. 11. Go full strength. 58, boy. 58.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
That's the way. 21. 58 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Bravo. 58, boys. 58 to Mike.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the 49er 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
65. Ready?
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Pass incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And got him in. It's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 33 and a first. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. Garoppolo, perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. On first down, Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Now a give right side. Akers. Call it no gain on the play, so no. Help there. And now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 58! Pick up!
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Let's go, baby!
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, fellas, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the L.A. Rams were the victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for L.A., it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their